Welcome back to Nerds of the Apocalypse. I am, of course, Stevie
Speaking
B.
really slowly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm starting over because everybody talks shit to me. That's not gonna go really
This
fast.
is what we do every show.
I know. I'm done. We're starting over. I can't.
Why even start over?
I can't deal with. I
Peanut,
cannot.
Let's preach.
I
What
cannot.
else we got?
I cannot deal with this.
Steve's a diva.
I'm starting over. Okay.
The star of the show says we have to start over.
I'm starting over. That's right.
We wouldn't have a Nerds of the Apocalypse without Stevie B.
I'm not cutting that, by the way.
You are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Nerds of the Apocalypse. I am, of course, Stevie B, and alongside me is...
Showtime.
And as always...
Well, not always, but preach.
Yeah, so last week...
Shut up. Look, next time I'm bringing the stomach virus to his family. Let's go with that.
And some guy that just happened to be at the house and wanted to sit down and do the podcast.
Peanut. Hi.
Where's Trex? Well, we decided that Trex
Okay,
really wasn't a good fit for the podcast.
hey, if your finger is in the camera,
You said you're not talking at
We
all.
get royalties
not.
for
so you
that.
can't speak.
Yeah.
I get
Good
money
for
for
us.
that.
Yep, nope.
Can't talk.
We're
Don't
gonna-
talk.
It's going to be blurred out when it's all said and done.
He's here, but
He
he's
can't
working the
speak.
soundboard, so we love him.
Can't speak.
But we told him he can't talk because he doesn't have a mic, and it's glorious. Okay, so instead of jumping to the news and stuff, I want to talk about everybody's Christmas. Everybody have a good Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very good Christmas.
My kids had an awful
Actually, no, it was a fucking horrible Christmas.
Why was it horrible?
Wow.
We don't watch the language, so
Yeah, please.
sorry,
we
I'm
don't,
sorry.
we,
There are
we
children
don't
in the
swear
house.
here on Nerds of the Apocalypse.
Well,
Fuck.
dude.
Nah, I know.
But, and that's not what I was saying. Whoa.
Well, there's
like,
no reason to explain details.
well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. You don't need to
Me and
really get
Catstastic are no longer together.
Does that mean Cat Sass is going to be on the show anymore?
Um,
No, she'll
That's
still
up
be
to
here.
her.
We decided when we started this that we didn't care about their relationship, that we use them both for our own purposes, and that's how that's going to happen.
We generally adopt that,
That's
ideology
about how it
with
went.
anything.
We just roll with it.
So
And nobody seems to believe it this time, but
Yeah.
that's cool.
I like to use them, so I'm going to use them. But no worries. But other than that, you had a good Christmas, right?
Oh,
Way to bring the show down by with
No, actually, I got a sweet gaming mouse. Yeah, 5 profiles, 20 programmable buttons.
You know what I got for Christmas?
What did you get?
Showtime.
Hmm.
I got Showtime back for good.
Hello. Yes, I'm out of the army now, so I
Woo!
don't know if you can tell about the facial hair, but that'll be pretty
Oh, that'll
cool.
do it. He's always
What is
like,
that?
look at my sweet beard, everybody.
It's
Look at
pretty
it.
sweet.
And he's having like beard talks with some other guy, and I'm like, oh my god, are you guys gonna like start stroking each other?
Apparently,
Probably.
he's been watching Duck Dynasty.
Stroking. No, I have not.
That is
watched
the most
Duck Dynasty.
offensive thing that anybody can say to a man who is currently growing a beard. I am not going for Duck Dynasty. In fact, I'm just lazy. Since September.
That'll do it.
So take that, society.
Yeah.
So, yes.
You
But
got
they're
your,
back too, by the way, in case you didn't know that.
yeah, no, they're back. Of course it's back. Now more people are gonna watch.
Yeah,
That's
of
how
course.
that whole thing works.
That's
It was all fake.
No, I don't think it was.
I don't think it
You
definitely.
guys realize the show about a bunch of people who sell duck whistles.
Well,
It's just
no,
duck
it's not
calls.
duck whistles, it's duck calls.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's a difference.
And they don't just sell duck calls; they sell a lot of other stuff too.
They sell
Oh,
deer
and
You
calls.
wine.
know, like
Wine,
cups and
No, the wine.
ties and all kinds of shit with their face on it. Like, there's a lot of stuff they sell.
They actually have a box of Band-Aids with their faces. on it.
See,
I-
Band-Aids.
Pretty
I
good.
don't believe in men banging men when I made my fortune from a device that tricks ducks into thinking I want to bang them.
What?
I mean, yes, that is. Yeah,
I
that's what they do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing it. I mean, food duck is good though. Have you ever had duck?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But look-
Don't hate on homosexuality when you're promoting bestiality.
I don't-
How
Oh,
is
that
that?
is
Okay.
such a stretch.
Yeah, they stretch.
Woo!
Gonna cover the earth with that
Are you kidding?
That's what a
that
moon
stretch
is
isn't on the Earth. It's like to Mars.
one. You hit Pluto, which is a planet.
We had
Whoa, okay.
I don't know, man.
Got a little nervous over here.
I had to buy all the Equestria Girls dolls, so that was exciting for me. If you don't know what the Equestria Girls are, then that's good.
He bought double so he could have a little shrine
I
of his
did. Well, then I got mad because she got. If people don't know, Equestria Girls is like My Little Pony, but humans. Makes no sense. I know.
Man, it's freaky.
And
do they combine? I didn't really pay attention when I was getting them. Do they combine? Like, can you combine the horse with the doll and like the?
You cannot make a centaur.
No.
Okay.
No, it's essentially. God, I can't even know this. One of the ponies goes through a portal to a high school, and all her friends there, but high school versions of themselves. But they're not. They don't have the memories and stuff. She's the only one that is the actual pony.
Didn't know she was a horse.
Yeah. Well, they're not really horses, really. They're just
Jerry,
like
I got
human
a
versions. Human versions of. I don't know. Let's not talk about it. Anyway,
Are you letting your daughter watch?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Don't
can
get
we
us-
not go into the specifics?
But then I got pissed because random people, she got 2 Equestria Girls dolls from random people of the 6 that I bought, and I was like, wait a minute. Now, what am I gonna do with these? And Heather was just like, we'll just have doubles.
Well, there is another individual that could get him, but
Well,
But he
she's
doesn't
already
want it
got,
right
she's
now.
already got them now. But anyway, so Heather got me a sweet Superman statue, which will be featured on Married to a Nerd. So tune in.
You have to wait for Mary to a nerd band.
Yeah, whenever she decides she wants to record, that's how that works.
We she's married to the nerd, so she sets the schedule.
We do it whenever she wants. Hopefully it'll be tonight, but I don't know. Regardless.
it always makes sense.
No, it was good. It was a good time. All right.
I got a toaster. Pretty excited about
Well, a
What kind-
bachelor
what
needs
kind
a
of-
toaster.
that.
What kind of toaster?
Like in a Black & Decker toaster oven.
Like how big? Like
you can make cheese toast in it?
Dude, you can make
Can you
cheese
fit a
and
pizza
mini
in it?
pizzas.
Oh.
Not a whole pizza.
no,
a
like
mini
the
pizza.
personal pan size pizza. Can you fit like one of those like Red
Probably.
Baron ones in
Oh,
there?
probably.
Yeah,
Is it like like how wide is it? Like
I have.
dimensions?
It's pretty good.
Well, I mean,
Seriously?
It's like that big.
That's pretty cool.
But we have a regular
This
oven
is-
as well, or going to in our apartments.
Who's we?
Oh, should we announce that?
Yeah.
Should we
Trex and I are moving in together.
Oh my
everybody.
god!
But not like that.
And
ladies,
they're
no.
engaged.
No, we're not.
To be married.
Wait.
I was just saying, ladies,
Y'all, I
you're
thought
invited.
y'all reserved the 1-bedroom
Oh, they did.
You didn't.
Don't let them lie to you.
apartment.
We're gonna turn the apartment complex down on one of the roads here into basically the NotA compound.
Notability.
Well, it's like, I got there, and then Preach
I was
was
with them when
going,
they went.
and so
And
he
I-
might be going, and then he's definitely going, and then Trex was like, "Oh no, I need a roommate."
Well, you didn't point at me, right?
No.
Okay, yeah, I'm not.
I know.
I'll be a drifter. I mean, if I come and stay, I'll just live with everybody.
That's how you roll, though, isn't it? You just mooch on everyone, you know.
Exactly.
Oh, Roadhouse.
Until I win the lottery, and then you'll regret those words because I won't give you any money.
It's,
That's my aunt's
I'll
plan.
sue you
You'll sue me.
for damages
What damages? Your wife and daughter will be
to
taken care of.
my emotions.
Yeah, dude,
I'll give your wife and daughter millions of dollars, but one stipulation is you're not allowed to spend any
I'll
of it.
sue
Oh,
you.
we still have to work. That's sick.
I'll sue you for me being sad, and don't think that I won't win because you can apparently spill coffee on yourself.
All I'm saying is
For
you're
being
talking
too hot.
to the millionaire who can afford a much better lawyer.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Anyway, so on to the news. Wow. Okay. Oh my god. Last episode was so much more professional because I was dealing with semi-professional people. Now I've got all of you all back.
Dude, I've been drinking your
Who's
eggnog.
semi-professional? Dougie Fresh?
Yes.
And
Yo,
Jen
yo,
Williams
yo.
talks like this?
So-
That's. I mean, you're going professional with me right now with the guy that talks like
Can
this?
we like hang this?
So,
I
yeah,
want
I
to talk like this.
you could do that. That would work, I guess. You could hang the mic. over
Ladies
the-
and
It's being worked on.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
That again.
That's enough.
another thing with the lights. And
Another thing I can't afford. Okay. All right.
That's really
Okay,
just a book
focus.
that's screwing
This
the
is
ceiling.
a serious news reporting podcast, please.
about
In
Focus.
other news,
things that are not even real.
I know.
in other news,
Sylvia's leg, that was real.
what?
Hashtag he will.
Like, dude, he didn't even realize it happened until
Until
he
he-
stepped backwards.
Yeah, he tried to put
When
weight
he
on
put
it.
weight on it, he done.
It was over.
I
Well,
heard it and was like, "That's not good."
of course, anybody doesn't know Anderson Silva snapped his leg on
Compound fracture?
Weidman's. What? Yeah, no, it wasn't compound. No, it didn't break the skin.
No, it wasn't a compound. I'm sorry.
No.
Hashtag prick a leg.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, he broke it.
shattered like it's going.
Yeah.
Okay.
His career's over. Anyway.
All right, so this is the first bit of news. We all know Days of Future Past is coming up. in like 5 or 6 months.
That's the new Star Trek movie, right?
No, it's
Whoa.
Oh, X-Men. I'm sorry.
You're about to leave, Drifter.
Yeah, you're about to just kick the hell out of here, dude.
God, he just walked in and was like, "What's up, guys? I'll sit in the podcast with you."
I don't know what we're talking about, but I'll do it.
Drifter.
Yeah. No, it's
It's
Peanut.
actually pretty badass.
What, Drifter?
Yeah.
Drifter Peanut. How about
Okay.
that?
Peanut Drifter.
Peanut Drifter. Now it just sounds like you're a pedophile.
Nut Drifter.
Anyway, okay.
Now we're getting.
Now we know how Trex feels, and he has to like bring everybody back in. That's the thing that it does suck.
Why does it suck? It's with the.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Alright, but
Okay,
go
so
ahead.
Days of Future Past,
Yes.
Rogue, True Blood
Sookie Stackhouse.
had one scene in Days of Future Past.
One.
It's been cut.
Why has it been cut?
Well, it just didn't work for the movie. That's what they said.
Brian
Yeah,
Singer
It
said
doesn't
that.
help with the dynamics of the movie.
Oh wait,
Brian
Rogue
Singer,
wasn't in First Class though.
No.
No.
Right. Okay. All right.
But Days of Future Past is the old movies and the new movies.
Now,
Do you not know about Days of Future Past?
Somewhat. I got the gist of it from the trailers.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I kind of get the gist of it.
Wolverine travels back in time.
Yeah.
In his old body. I don't know.
it's Brian Singer, right? And he
Yes.
directed. Okay, I was just making sure I got that right. He, the thing I read said that it was definitely going to be in the DVD Blu-ray version, but as a deleted scene or whatever. So you would be able to watch it and see why it wouldn't fit.
Same chick though, right? Who played Rogue?
Yeah.
Okay,
I got-
alright.
All the same people so far.
I heard it's just her baking a pizza. I don't know
No.
why you need that.
I think she was fighting with, like, she was fighting alongside
Yes.
Iceman, I
She
think.
was fighting with somebody. Is what
Yeah,
they
I think
said.
she was fighting alongside Iceman, and it just, I don't know.
They said the whole scene was forced. It felt forced for the movie.
We'll see. I guess we'll find out when the Blu-ray comes out. Alright.
I still haven't seen the new Wolverine movie. I need to watch it.
It's pretty good.
I know.
It's-
I've heard good.
the
things.
problem with watching Wolverine is that you just want to get to the scene at the very, very end of the movie that
Yes.
ties into Days of Future
The
Past.
movie was great though,
Yeah, it was good.
and you could see how they tied a lot of stuff.
Did
from
you
that
know
movie.
going into that movie that Days of Future Past was in the works?
Yes.
Okay.
And we knew that there was going to be an end credit scene about Days of Future
Yeah,
Past.
that was going to be a tie to that.
It's good if you haven't read any of the Wolverine Samurai stuff. I think, but I think they kind of butcher a little bit. But I have never read any of the Wolverine
Okay.
Samurai stuff.
So an individual like me,
Right,
who's
you would
only
love it.
seen the movies,
You'll be fine.
it's gonna be cool.
Like,
I haven't read I've read a lot of comics with Wolverine in it because Marvel can't seem to make a book without featuring Wolverine.
Well, that's because he's badass.
But I've never, but too much. It's like Batman. Too much Batman. Shut up.
Same thing with Superman.
Superman's
Too much
not in
Superman.
it. Anyway, we're not talking about that, okay? I'm just saying. Don't hate on Superman. I'm just saying that.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Anyway.
I'm just saying that if you've read the stuff with the Silver Samurai, it's not the same at all.
Like I read the Ronin books. Remember when we first? I
Yeah.
got the Wolverine Ronin, and it wasn't even nothing like that. But the cool thing is in that he did have, if I remember correctly, he had bone claws. So
There was a
it's pretty
deleted
legit.
scene that I hate wasn't in the movie, but at this point I can kind of see why it's not in the movie. Is there was a scene at the very end of the movie where they presented him with like his original costume, like as like a samurai gift. It's like here's
Like
the yellow and blue, right?
The yellow blue.
yeah. I can see why it's not in there though, because
It wouldn't make any
the
sense.
next movie's Days of Future Past, and if he's not wearing it in Days of Future Past, it's not gonna make any sense.
Didn't they say though that there's a good chance you're going to see the
I hope so.
original costume?
Well,
I think
they
they
sort
did.
of tried to cover it in Days of Future Past if you see screenshots of him, but I don't know. We'll
I
see.
mean, when we're talking like from cartoon, like old school cartoon.
No, I'm talking.
No.
I'm talking the original comic book.
Original comic.
Like his
his-
original
His
costume.
suit was yellow and blue.
Yeah, like in the
No.
Or was it
in the
brown?
cartoon.
It was
Oh,
yellow and brown.
That's it. Sorry,
Oh.
yellow and blue was the cartoon.
Yellow. Yeah, that's what.
That was his '90s costume.
Okay.
This was before that.
All right, so yellow and brown.
Okay.
That's why I remember
How's
the
that
first.
even
The first X-Men movie, when they got the costumes, I remember Cyclops, Scott Summers, said to Wolverine, "What did you expect? Yellow tights?"
Well, it's funny because now that's what they're doing, and yes, we are starting to expect.
We expect
Yes,
to be
I
able to
want
see
the
from
real
what's in the comic.
costume.
We want to see it on
Yes, I
screen.
want the costume.
Don't change it just because you don't like it.
So.
You messing up our fanboyhood.
We'll see. Okay, next up,
Yeah, what's next?
we all know Ant-Man's coming out. They announced who's playing Ant-Man,
Wait.
and
what?
I just want to go on
When like Ant-Man by itself movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
When?
the July of 2015, so like 2 months after Avengers 2.
Yes.
Nice.
Which
and they
leads
got
me to believe that he's going to be in Avengers 2 in some way, shape, or form.
and they got Paul Rudd in it.
Paul Rudd is playing.
Yeah, he's the one playing Ant-Man. Thank you for ruining my big
I
reveal.
know, I had to.
That was my big reveal. That's all I'm here for. I'm taking Trek's spot as a big revealer, and you just stole it. You're
I'm only here like once every.
You're like one more X for never being invited back.
Hey man, that's not.
Dang, Thunder Stealer.
You take Stevie B's thunder, and that's what happens. You get the hammer.
That's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll
Steve
leave
does
right
not
now.
practice
Stevie
equivalent
Bama.
exchange.
I'll leave.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Stevie Bama?
I
I don't know. I just made that up.
Don't do that.
All right, but I'm going to give a record. And Trek has brought this up about 5 or 6 shows ago. I think I said casting Ant-Man's not a problem. You just need a guy with black hair, and they can play Ant-Man. And they were like, let's just point all the male actors with black hair. Let's just cover our eyes and go, ah.
Really? You don't think Paul Rudd's going to do a good job?
No, I'm saying anyone could do it. I'm not saying Paul Rudd's not going to do a good job. I'm saying anyone could do it.
Well,
And the fact that Paul Rudd, the comedian, is cast as Ant-Man.
Well, then you also
from what
gotta-
I've seen of Ant-Man, he is that kind of character.
Yeah, he's always been kind of joking around, like in the
Right.
little bit that I saw him in. I think he was in Infinity. Yeah, he was.
He was in the cartoon
Right,
Avengers movies.
I'm not saying that he's not going to be. I'm just saying that.
It's now a comedy.
Yeah, that pretty much anyone could do it. We'll see that. All right.
Ben
Okay,
Affleck
well,
as
I mean,
Batman. Paul Rudd as Ant-Man.
Well, Ben Affleck as Batman is not a bad
I don't think it is either.
I don't think it's a bad thing, especially if he's going to be an older Batman.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
No, well, that's what he's
Do
going
you
to
really want an older Batman?
I want to see the beat up. Oh shit! Here's Superman coming out of the woodworks. All right, maybe I should put the cowl back on.
It's not going to be that. I think he's going to be. He's already Batman.
Well, no, I'm not saying.
No. Like it's not put it back on.
You're not going to get the Dark Knight Returns Batman in
8 years later.
That's what everybody thinks. You know where we got the Dark Knight Returns Batman? Dark Knight Rises, and it was poo-poo. There are so many things pulled out of Dark Knight Returns and Dark Knight Rises.
Yes.
It's just done terribly.
Well,
So we probably won't see Dark Knight Returns because they've tried that once. And
again,
it sucked.
No, because they did it wrong.
That's
Yes,
a perspective of somebody who didn't like the movie. I like the movie, so we won't go into that now.
Because he doesn't know
That
any better.
just because I don't know.
You're ignorant.
That's
That's ignorant.
I like watching movies. All I do is watch movies. I love movies, and that movie worked great with the rest of that series.
And I can see that from your point of view, but from
Yes,
our
from
point
y'all,
of view,
I get it.
I
I
talked
get it.
about his
But
breath
from
to
our
tear
point of
his
view,
spandex
where
on
we
girl
know where
porn.
he got the source material from, it's like, why did you wreck it?
Hey, well, I've seen Returns. I saw the cartoon. I've actually read the comic. It was one of the few Batman comics I've actually read. Whatever.
Thanks to this guy, I got
It's a
the
story.
Dark Knight Returns Joker for Christmas.
Nice.
And what did you get a few months ago?
Shit, I don't.
The Dark Knight Returns Batman?
Oh yeah, that's right.
You're welcome. Man.
That
You're
was
welcome.
dude. That was over the summer when in Target. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, they will be prominently displayed.
Despite his outer appearance, Stevie B actually is a soft, cuddly bear.
Oh yeah.
What?
Well, see, he actually bought the Dark Knight Returns Batman for himself,
And I
and I
thought,
saw it, and I was like, man, that's pretty fucking cool. Like, I like that. And I put it back down and everything. And before I left that day, he was like, "Here, dude,
And
you take
Steven,
it." I'm like, "Nah, man, you bought it for yourself." He was like, "No,
yeah, I did buy it.
I want you to have it." Like,
I was working on getting you
should
a
have it.
present.
That's how it went. That's how the whole conversation went, was it not?
Yeah.
And I said, dude, just keep it, man. It's cool. And he was like, no, I want you to have it. If you don't take it, I'll give it to your wife, and you will still end up with it. And I was like, okay.
I need more Superman stuff anyway.
I was going to give you more Star Wars stuff.
Word? Perfect.
Yeah, but you know what
I'll
it
take
was?
that too.
What?
This website is taking 3 pounds of chocolate.
Ooh, you took my Millennium Falcon?
Yes.
The problem with that
It was like
you wouldn't wanna
$35.
eat
yeah, the problem is that I can eat it, man.
That's so.
You couldn't.
Maybe I could.
I mean, you could probably like take a bite out of it.
Did you say 35 pounds?
No, 3 pounds of chocolate,
Oh.
and they pour it into a mold, and you can fill it with like peanut butter or caramel
So
or
you
whatever
can
you
make a
want
Reese's peanut butter
for
cup.
$35.
Whoa,
a
$35?
Reese's peanut
Three-
butter
Why
cup
did you not give me this?
shaped like the Millennium Falcon?
Well, because of certain expenses that came up for Christmas, and I apologize.
What? I need this website.
Yes.
When
Okay.
the show's over. No, when the show's over.
No,
Let's
when
show
the
the
show's
thank you.
over.
Okay.
Oh, I mean,
Holy
All right, so
I'm
Paul
sorry.
Rudd is Ant-Man. So Ant-Man's a comedy. Next.
Yeah. Obviously, we got on the Dark Knight.
Stifler making an appearance.
Batman in Millennium Falcon. Obviously, we
Hey,
did.
dude, this is.
I'm up in the air on the Ant-Man. I think yay, but at the same time, if
Doesn't he just have a
Never
wristband that makes him big and small? That's it.
I don't know if it's a wristband.
Or a belt.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's not
something
a
that he put.
wristband.
no, I thought it was a.
No, it's got like a. That's what I saw in the cartoon. So that's what I'm basing all of my Ant-Man knowledge off of.
It's not a wristband. He just can. It's PIM particles. That's right.
No,
And
he's like a scientist.
He puts PIM particles in his body. That's what causes it. Yeah, like I had to think about
But
it.
he can
PIN
control it,
particles,
right?
but he has to control it.
Yeah,
He
that's
has
what I
to
said. But the
control
thing was,
Antennas.
The antennas control the ants.
Yeah.
Insects.
but how does he go big to small?
PIM particles.
His mind and
He just
Oh, he
goes-
just do it. Oh, that's cool.
He just goes, let me
I thought it
get
was
big.
the,
It's like when he's banging a chick. He's just like,
let me get big.
rip her in half.
so, oh man, could you imagine like Mr. Fantastic and Hank Pym like having like a sex off?
Like gay sex off? Or,
Yeah, but
or like with,
Or maybe
what's her face?
Mr. Fantastic will be the
Invisible.
Oh wow.
Did you say maybe Mr. Fantastic will be the condom?
yeah.
Oh, all right, I'm sorry I brought this up.
That's the
Chuck's always
Could be
motioned
the
for me to
condom.
not bring up dirty stuff, and he did. And I generally like to ignore him, but I
Because he's
never,
not hosting the show.
and I never regret it. And this moment, I regret it.
You just realized
Aw.
how he feels.
It's because, dude, I was with you, man. We were about to go somewhere with that.
Yeah,
We
y'all
were.
were about to get real.
Mr. Fantastic is the condom.
Yeah.
So who?
Okay,
there's-
stop!
Ant-Man-
Stop! You
Mr.
just said stop it.
Ant-Man is the one that
Stop.
can grow.
Stop it.
One
Well,
hyphenated word.
Then you have Marvel versus DC, and
It would be the Nuva ring.
Ant-Man could bang up.
No, I have an answer for that. Well,
That's
what's
the
his
man.
name? Justice League of America. Bye. Let me just hold that real quick.
They could be banging. Gigant. What was her name? Gigantra?
Yeah.
Giganta.
Oh man.
Okay.
It'll be the best Marvel and DC crossover ever.
Coming to a naughty site near you.
Hold still. This is driving me crazy.
What is it? Oh, good. Land over. Okay.
All right.
All right. Moving on. Okay. These are in no particular order, by the way. Just kind of course, in sympathy fashion, threw this together this morning.
No.
And half of what I do is go through our Facebook page and see all this neat shit we posted, and I just write it down. And then I just go look.
Because we all post something over there at some point or
That's
another.
the only version of
You know what you didn't put on there that I posted from Kurt Hunter the other day?
What?
About the 10.
Yeah, but
Well, I mean, I thought that was pretty good.
I don't really want to
There
bring
was
up that
two of them
that pop culture
from one awesome show that we
pop culture death that we can ruin everybody for.
Yeah, well,
Some-
dude, if they haven't
some-
seen it by now,
B word ruined for me on Facebook. Sons of Anarchy. Anyway, okay,
it's just I didn't expect that to be number one with the other stuff that it was up against.
sure.
Dude, Damian Wayne dying in Batman Inc. was
Spoilers.
one of them. Spoilers, dude. How long has that comic been
If
out?
everyone doesn't know that Damian
Yeah.
is dead, you are
By
obviously
now
not
you're
reading
okay.
comics.
But is he dead?
Who's Damien?
He's
Batman's
Batman's son.
With
Batman had a son?
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
with-
that's why it
They
doesn't matter.
banged?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Talia died.
I think
Okay.
she's
no, see,
Talia died in a truck accident.
make it stop. Stop. Please make it stop. If he references everything back to that shitty movie again, I'm going to lose it.
I've got nothing to say.
Hey, but you gotta admit that was pretty good.
Yeah, I'll give you
That
that.
was pretty good.
Okay, the
That
reason
was
why I
pretty
said
good.
because I got video game news mixed in with movies and comics. So.
Oh man.
And one of the Nintendo had a big thing, and I don't even remember what name it was because I'm not even watching Nintendo stuff anymore. But I just this got posted, and it was
Hey, we got
Hyrule
Skylanders.
Warriors.
So is everybody.
Tentive, like that's not the name, it's the name they're rolling with to show it off. But it's essentially Dynasty Warriors meets Zelda. And it's like it was like the Ocarina of Time world. And,
Sex approved.
yeah, it was
Okay,
I don't know if it's gonna be an Ocarina of Time game, but it
It's
was
going to be on the Wii.
it was that open. Of course it's gonna be. Where else would it be?
Well, they like to put a lot of shit on the 3DS that should be on the Wii. Or
Well,
the
it might
Wii.
it's Nintendo fashion, it'll probably be on both.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with it. It's just, man, you played Dynasty Warriors 1 and the most recent Dynasty Warriors.
It's the same game.
Same game. You played
Actually,
it?
let's get technical real quick.
Oh,
Dynasty
God.
Warriors 1 was a 2D fighter. Well, 3D, I think. It was a fighter, one-on-one.
It was a fighter, yeah.
Yeah, and 2.
Yeah,
Okay,
2 was a hack and
excuse
slash.
me. Dynasty
2 turned
Warriors
into
2.
just button mashing and swinging swords
I loved it so
and
much.
staffs and
Dynasty Warriors.
It's the game where you
Every
just
Dynasty
kill-
Warriors, you got a new move added onto your combo.
Yep.
There's only
You got-
4 attacks in number 2, and like 5, and then 6, and then.
And then the only thing it did was look better graphically.
Would you do like fight waves of enemies?
Over,
pretty much.
and then we fight a boss.
Awesome.
Fight with enemies.
Kind of like
fight a boss.
99 Nights.
Fight, yes, just like
basically,
that.
actually.
All right.
Fight away enemies, fight the boss. Fight away enemies, fight the boss. Fight away enemies, fight the
Oh, you
boss.
can stop.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what though? You brought up Nintendo.
Are you gonna stop playing Dynasty Warriors games?
Are you going to keep saying enemy the fight a boss?
You're gonna have to find out.
I'm not saying that.
Now that you brought up Nintendo, I forgot to tell you. Well, y'all, I already told you guys, but my wife bought me for Christmas a Nintendo 64 because I was dumb when I was younger and sold mine,
You got a 64?
and I got it back now.
What games did you get?
I didn't get any games yet, but
How many controllers did you
Second and Charles only got one right now. But Second and Charles has a bunch of stuff, bunch of games and accessories, and Pickles and Pawn. I've already went in there and they got a bunch of stuff. So
All right, well,
that
all I'm saying
that
is
catalog will get filled up real quick.
we need to have a GoldenEye tournament.
GoldenEye does not hold up. Most people don't
Bull.
realize this. It does not
Yes, it
hold
does.
up. It does not. Okay,
Steven, this is you're
It's-
talking from an individual who sucks at first-person shooters.
It's okay. Look, it's a nostalgia
I don't
thing for
suck
me
that hard.
because I didn't play first-person shooters ever until I played GoldenEye. So to
Exactly.
me, that's what made me like Call of Duty
Same
and
thing.
Battlefield
Same with me.
and Halo and any of that.
Well, actually, no. Doom
Was
came
GoldenEye.
first.
I like Super Smash
Doom,
Bros.
Doom
better.
came first, and then
Well, I didn't play it. That's what I'm saying.
my dad
GoldenEye.
introduced me to that.
Yeah, that's what you should. We need to have a Super Smash Brothers tournament. That's what we need.
Well,
Oh,
see,
I'll get it.
I hate that game.
Did y'all play?
It's because you suck
Did y'all
at
play
it.
any of the?
Exactly.
Did y'all
Boom!
play any of the wrestling games on the 64?
WCW,
NWO.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
Diamond
will-
Dallas Page.
I will get that game, and we will have 4
Oh,
controllers,
dude.
and
Oh,
we
that'll
will have a
be-
battle royale.
No,
Excuse
Rey
me.
Mysterio Jr. was my shit.
Wait a minute. Guys.
Got to do special with the joystick.
It's me. It's Stevie B.
Well,
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Really?
Wow.
That's what I did there.
Wow.
You can't-
You can't say anything.
Anyway, but
You can't say
I,
stuff. You
just because we were on Nintendo, I forgot to mention that when you asked everybody about her.
No worries. Yeah. So
I got a Nintendo 64.
That's pretty cool.
maybe I don't have a Wii U yet.
I
There's
got a
nothing,
regular.
I'm not gonna.
there's nothing that strikes me to get a Wii U. Once the actual Zelda title comes out, not this weird hybrid.
Or not this. What's the one that they just came out with? Or is that
flying
on
one?
3DS?
No, it's a,
3DS.
oh yeah.
A
Link
the one where
Between Worlds?
Yeah, Link Between Worlds, where like you can turn into a shadow or go flat on.
Don't
the
hate on it, dude. It's pretty much gonna win Game of the Year.
Is it really
Yeah, oh yeah. It's
over GTA?
close.
I mean, GTA is what the same thing it's been.
Well, it depends. It depends on
Yeah.
like. It depends on
Everybody
what game.
says that. I mean,
That game is incredible.
I've played it.
You don't like it?
I mean, I like it, but it has the same feel as every single other.
You
GTA.
are wrong, sir.
How?
You are complete because
How? You can switch characters. Yes.
here's what makes GTA 5 miles above any other GTA game.
Strip Club.
Cover system.
Oh, that's it.
The fact that no other GTA game had a cover system, there's checkpoints during missions.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
And anything that made like a GTA 4, I did not play. I played like maybe a quarter
Okay,
of the
so
game.
what you're talking about are improvements upon the game.
Right,
Okay.
which puts it in game of year status.
But the overall feel of that game, the story-driven part of that game,
It felt the same to me.
dude.
It felt the
When
same
you
to me.
get deeper into the game, it completely different.
Dude, stop it. He likes Dark Knight Rises, so he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh,
Yeah, that puts you on a whole level. Okay. All
I
right.
bet you there's a lot of people that agree with me.
So yeah.
Yeah, they're all not watching this podcast.
Yeah, Shadow. Yeah, Shadow does. So you can group with him.
Well,
All right. So sometimes investors get more information than the general public. They have investors meetings, and Fox had an investors meeting, and one of the investors may have let it slip. And we don't know how true this is yet. This actually got posted this morning. Yeah, no, it's Fantastic Four versus X-Men. Like, that's the tentative title of the movie. They're making a Fantastic Four
you know
versus
why that's
X-Men.
what they want to do?
because
Take
of
a shot in the dark. Why they're going to do that?
because of all this.
Because of Batman, Superman movie coming out.
Yeah.
They want to do, if they're going to have a versus movie there, they want to have a versus movie in the Marvel Universe too.
Yeah.
But I would much rather
Yeah.
not see a Fantastic Four versus
I want to see
X-Men.
that. I want to
I
see
would
a
much
giant
rather see-
Avengers movie.
I would much rather see a Civil War movie.
Yo, yeah, that'd be really.
That, all right.
Avengers
Well, that's
Civil War.
Dude, that would be a whole series.
Done.
That'd be like 6 movies.
They don't
They could do it in
understand this,
2.
though. If you want that guaranteed income, do a very good Civil War movie. If you wanted the Green Lantern to be better, don't do whatever you... Like, the Green Lantern had the right actor, wrong script. You needed to go with the downfall of Hal Jordan and the wiping out of the Green Lantern Corps and the rebirth. That's what they should have gone with Green Lantern. That would have been amazing. Civil War, you're absolutely right.
Oh, dude.
They would get so much money for it.
2 or 3 movies over a 6-year period?
Dude, no, way more. You could get more. You could get at least.
They could, but the problem.
Here's
Here's the thing. Here's the problem they're starting to run into with people playing all these major roles. Is these guys don't want to do 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 movies of the same character. They're like, oh, we're done.
Who?
Robert Downey Jr. is talking about he's done after Avengers 2. So you got to recast Tony Stark and Iron Man.
No, I don't think he's done.
He's contracted for Avengers 2 and Avengers 3.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Well,
He's not. He's done doing Iron Man
He's
solo.
done doing
He's not going to do another Iron Man solo then.
Yeah, I think after Avengers 3, we'll see him recast and a different person playing Iron Man 4.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Who?
I mean, that happens.
Anthony Hopkins has already said that he does not want to come back as Odin in the Thor.
I mean, but that's
he
he's
says,
replaceable. That's a replaceable role, in my opinion.
I'm just telling you that these major guys or these higher up actors are starting to say that they don't want to play the same character over and over and over and over and over again.
But a Civil War trilogy would be good. It'd be good for
I say a Civil War trilogy.
It would be
3
good.
movies,
but
6-year period.
I don't think
do
Civil War.
I mean, they'd have to cut a lot, but they could do it.
I don't think Civil War needs.
That's the one run I've read.
Yeah.
Sorry, Steven.
Every
Sorry.
time.
Are you done?
Yes, go.
Thank you.
But I mean, it's.
I don't think Civil War needs to happen yet. I think you need to establish Iron Man and Cap, and through a series of movies, establish them as good friends. Because what made Civil War so incredible
that split
was that, like, Cap and Iron Man, like, essentially went head to head against their own beliefs, and it like turned them into like frenemies. And you have to establish their friendship
Magneto
stuff
Professor X
first
style
before you can have them battle each other.
Well, with Avengers 1, they did a pretty good job showing that they were the 2 leaders of the Avengers. Those 2 guys are in charge. They didn't really develop the friendship yet. I say in the next movie, that's probably where they're going.
Yeah.
It was developing. It was developing like when they were going down and they were having to repair the engines.
Yeah, because they're working together.
Yeah,
but that to me that showed that those 2 are the leaders.
Yeah,
like, that's what leaders would do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe that is the direction they're taking.
Well, I thought that part of the movie was really good because like Iron Man's trying to hack the systems, and Cap is like, "I'll just go and figure it out." And so Iron Man's like, "I figured it out." And Cap's like, "So have I." So I thought that was really good because Cap can do essentially everything Iron Man can do, just in his old school ways.
Yeah.
I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
Don't make a scoffing face.
We just need.
Mr. I like Sullivan Grundy.
Sorry.
We could just use a green screen right now.
Yeah, just screen him out.
Around it.
That's awesome.
It'd be perfect.
But what were we talking about?
No, this was fantastic.
Well, that's because we're like the Fantastic Four versus X-Men is like.
It's essentially the Civil War.
Well, you have to reestablish the Fantastic Four, which will be done in February of 2015, I think, and then that movie's got to be good. And then you have to get past Days of Future Past, and you have to get past. That's right. We haven't talked about it because none of you are on the show with me last time. Is that you have to get past X-Men Apocalypse?
Oh yeah.
So you've got to get past X-Men, Days of Future Past,
That's the title of
and then the following X-Men Apocalypse.
After Days of Future Past.
So after that, and one thing I remember about Cyclops, man, you can't keep making all these X-Men movies that have the Cyclops in it. It's really
it's kind of driving me crazy too.
Yeah, so
that's why I think that with this Days of Future Past, he's going to be in it. They're just not leaking that. I think Jean Grey's going to be there, but I think they're going to be recast. They're going to be different people.
We'll see.
Well, I think Jean Grey might still be that lady, the one that was in Wolverine.
I didn't see it.
The one that actually played her from the original 3.
I got you.
But I think that's one of those hush-hush things. They're keeping that under wraps. And they always do that.
I really want
Like, who knew Samuel L. Jackson was in Iron Man 1?
Huh?
Anybody? Till the end of the movie?
Yeah.
Till you
No,
saw
yeah.
No idea he was in that movie, right?
No.
Even though it was only a 30-second scene, no clue.
Well, that being said, Iron Man was the first movie to really establish the group universe.
Yeah.
And then you go back and watch Incredible Hulk, and that really was the first one to establish the group universe. You just didn't
Which
realize.
Yeah.
The good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one with Edward Norton. Yeah.
Because, like, what you do, the big organization that's, like, trying to figure out where the Hulk is S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, they have the logo.
Yeah.
and
You just
it's-
didn't pay no attention.
Yeah, and it's like, wait, where's the shield? Like, and I was like, what? Oh. And I went back and watched it. I was like, oh, shit, okay. All right, so this is kind of, we already kind of knew this one, but it just officially announced, I figured I mentioned it, Vin Diesel voicing Groot.
Yeah.
All I do, I am Groot.
I always had this
Groot.
theory that they gave him the easiest lines in the
Guardians of the
movie.
Galaxy.
I need
Fast
to
and Furious.
familiarize myself with that.
Hey, can
Every
people talk,
time
please?
Someone tries to talk. Turn his mic off.
Well, I just told you, he asked who was Groot, and I said Guardians of the Galaxy.
The tree guy.
Do you want to go ahead and
No,
more
go ahead.
serious get out of your system?
No,
Okay.
I'm just curious because I don't know.
But I always had this theory that Vin Diesel always got the easiest lines in the movie because I don't think he's a very intelligent person. I hope.
Winning is winning, whether it's by an inch or
What
not.
you did was for you. What we're gonna do is for us. That was like the longest line he had in that whole movie.
Oh my
So,
god.
it's so.
Did you guys see some of the behind the scenes stuff with him? Like
Did he
where
say-
he's talking to the camera? It's no different.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad.
Well, the reason why I said that is because Groot, he's like a walking tree, and the only thing he ever says is, I am Groot. That's it. He doesn't talk. It's
Perfect
just,
role.
it's like, hey, Groot, what's up? I am Groot. Groot, come on, let's go. Let's go fight these guys. I am Groot. Like, that's pretty much how that works.
Ah, okay. I got you.
So
That makes sense.
that's why it's funny.
But we've all
Okay,
known
alright.
that he was going to voice Groot for a while.
Well, it was
Now
either,
it's
I
official.
thought it was Thanos.
it was either going to be Groot or Thanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Thanos is long-winded, so thank God.
That's why I was very confused. Like, who was
Yeah.
Groot? I thought
When you
he
read a
was
comic and Thanos
Thanos
talks, it's like,
loves-
shut up, I'm tired of reading your stuff.
Is there a voice yet for Thanos? Or
it'll probably be an actor playing
And,
Thanos.
so Vin Diesel's not an actor?
Well,
Well, a good actor.
Oh,
Thanos.
okay.
One that can form sentences.
all right.
Christian Bale?
Oh,
No
Okay.
thanks. God, I hate that guy so much.
He was good at American Hustle.
Was he good at The Dark Knight Rises too?
Stop it. All right. Just not
and
as-
even when he was by himself,
He was
still
good.
talked like this.
He was good in Dark Knight Rises, just not a good Batman. Okay,
Billy
Bear-
left that Billy Goose.
Baron Strucker is possibly the second lead villain in Avengers 2. And the only reason why this struck me as newsworthy is because Baron Strucker is part of Hydra. Which means Hydra is going to be the Avengers 2.
Like Baron,
I mean, did
Was
you
he
not
in
think
Cap?
they were going to be?
Well, they haven't really. I think Hydra's going to be in Captain America. I think Captain America is going to lead right into the Avengers 2.
because Hydra's not dead.
All I know
It's
is,
just-
forget Avengers 2 right now. I'm ready to see the Winter Soldier.
Oh, dude, no kidding, man. It looks great.
do you know who the Winter Soldier is? Have we
Yeah,
told you about that?
it's the, what's his face? Bucky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I was
Because
cringing
I-
over here thinking he was going to say, not know who it was.
No, man.
It's Rocky, right?
What's that?
I think about the people who don't know who he is watching the movie because we all know
Oh,
it's,
okay. All right.
it's common knowledge to us. Like when we saw the Winter Soldier, we were like, "Oh my God, Bucky's gonna come back!" And anybody watching, I'm sure, listening, it's common knowledge of them as well. But to the general public who just watches the movies, they don't. They don't
And
know.
all they
that's-
saw was Bucky fall off the train, and they're like, "Oh, he's dead. Captain lost his best friend." Da 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 da. No, he didn't.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Well, he did, but not really.
the only reason I know that is because I was told. Yeah, it's not because I'm
He's gonna come
Smart.
back with a
Oh, we know you're
salad
not smart.
left.
I'm smart, but not like that.
So I
he turns
like.
around and catches the shield, and I was like, "Oh,
Ew.
Have you
great!"
seen the trailer for it?
Yeah,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
dude,
turn out for you. What's turn out for
like
Dude, yeah,
Cap,
you gotta-
Cap is
you gotta-
chasing him, and he stops and throws the shield, and Bucky's like on the
So this-
edge of a building.
Is this a villain movie?
No.
Well, the
Okay.
Winter Soldier
Was a
starts
villain.
off a villain,
I thought so. Yeah.
but Cap throws his shield, and all he does is turn around
It was
and
in
throw
the
his hands
Avengers
up.
one, you said, right?
Actually,
It
I don't
catches
even
us.
know if I've
Okay,
seen
I
it.
have seen that one.
Okay.
The
no,
trailer?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we're talking
Oh,
about.
He just
okay.
turned around and caught the shield. Dude, I lost it. I was like, okay, this is
Take my
And then
money.
he's dodging bullets and shit. I was like, oh my
Somebody thought
god.
that was an Avengers movie because
No, that's the Captain.
Because
That's the next Captain America.
Samuel was in it. That's why, not bad.
Well, it makes
because of
sense because Cap works. I think I don't know how it's going to play out. I
I'm
think
a big
it's
fan of the Captain America costume right now, man.
Is it the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. one that you
It's
have
the
on Marvel
Steve-
Heroes?
It's the Steve Rogers.
yes, it's that one. It's the Steve Rogers. Because in the comics, there's a point where he takes over running Shield, and so his costume looks like Nick Fury's costume. It's like the black with the star in the center, and that's the costume they're using. But I think it works because I think what this is going to be, and this is just speculation. I know nothing of the movie. I think it's going to be like I'm working for Shield now, so I'm conforming. He has no mask. He does wear a mask, like it's a black cat mask. There's one for it. I've seen the shots, but he's like it's like he's conforming to Shield. And there are some shots in the trailer of him in the blue and white.
Yeah.
So I think what's going to happen is I conform to Shield, realize Shield's not who I think they are. So then at the end of the movie, it's going to be I'm going against Shield, back to Cap, the red, white, and blue. I follow no man, kind of thing.
You don't have enough badges to control me.
He still works.
Yeah.
For,
Wow.
He still works for Shield, but
Yeah.
he still does his
Well,
own.
see, that was the thing, though. The whole original thing with his costume was he was America's poster boy during World War II.
Right.
And now that we're not, times of war, and he's working for a undercover secret government agency, you're not wanting to put America's name on that.
Well, I think he's not. That's what's going to start out, and then he's not going to care.
I agree.
Because Robert Redford, I think, is playing like the head of Shield, and Robert Redford his characters are always kind of shady in movies, and so the conversation he has with Cap in the trailer, I'm just like, conversation seems kind of shady. I don't think that you're a good guy. So
Yeah.
but so Hydra.
What-
Yeah.
What else? What other Marvel is coming out next year?
Next year we have Cap, Guardians.
Cap and Guardians?
I think that's it, right?
Yeah, they're doing 2 a year now, right?
Yeah, I think it's just
Captain Guardians.
Cap and Guardians.
Okay.
Because they already had Thor.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man's also coming
Oh,
out.
dude, that new trailer is amazing.
So,
Well, yeah, sort of.
Wow. I
We got too much going on, I think. But
No.
I noticed an original Star-Lord costume. Looks a lot like the Nova costume that's coming out in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. And I understand now why they went that path. That's what I figured. I was like, oh, well, they want to use that costume for Star-Lord. Let's give it to Nova. Let's put it in the thing. I guess Nova will be it. It looks like Judge Dredd, basically.
Are there already screenshots from the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh, yeah, dude. It's done filming.
It's just... I'm still
It's done
upset with
already.
the Nova costume. They could have done so much better. You know?
I haven't
think
seen a
it's-
Nova costume.
I think it's done filming.
Have you seen Judge Dredd? You've seen a Nova costume.
No.
I am the law.
What, the Stallone version, right?
Yeah. Any
Oh, that is
Judge
Judge
Dredd.
Yeah,
They all look the same.
Yeah. So.
yeah the costume in just
Dredd.
Dredd looks pretty much the same.
Well, it's a bad costume. It looks great. It's just it's not really Nova, but it kind of is. So I don't know.
We'll see.
I'll live.
Okay. So, apparently we're trying to do with Fox is trying to, or Sony or Fox behind Spider-Man? Sony, right? Yeah. They're trying to expand just Spidey's universe. Like they've got all these movies planned out in the future. They've got there's going to be so many villain nods. Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's going to make you viciously vomit in the theater. There's going to be so many references. There's going to be references to Venom. There's going to be references to the Vulture.
Well, I saw the
Doc
Vulture
Ock.
wings. I saw the octopus.
Oh yeah,
I saw
when
the
they were
claws.
walking in Oscorp, yeah.
There's
Saw
references to the Green Goblin, to the Hobgoblin. They have a Tumblr page where they've made references to
Why? What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying there is. I'm just saying there's going to be a lot. They're trying to do a lot with something that everybody's not 100% sold on yet. So we'll see. 'Cause, I mean, not everybody likes the Amazing Spider-Man.
Is that the case here?
No, I loved it.
I love it.
I loved it.
I thought the movie
Everybody
was
else
great.
loved Amazing
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, that movie was
Yeah, it was
amazing.
great.
Okay.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
The Amazing Spider-Man was amazing. No, it was a good reboot. I don't like that Peter Parker isn't super nerdy. I always feel like he should be super nerdy.
Well,
He's sort of.
he didn't.
He's more of like a loner than super nerdy.
He's like a cool nerdy type.
Yeah.
He was definitely more nerdy than Tobey Maguire, in my opinion.
Oh no, kid.
Right.
Tobey Maguire is just emo. He was just emo.
Well, that was only for Spider-Man 3.
It's cool, but I mean, that's just me nitpicking the movie. That's just me nitpicking. I loved it. I thought it was.
It was
I mean,
so.
For it being a reboot, we know we're clearly doing the Ultimate Universe.
I mean,
And-
the whole. Oh my god, my weakness is a small knife.
Yeah.
I mean, that to me just did.
Oh
it.
yeah, him talking shit.
No, that was great.
It's clearly the Ultimate Universe, so I have to get used to that. I have to get used to like his dad being like this secret, like
Work for Oscorp.
guy, and clearly in the trailer he had like an underground subway lair, and I'm like, okay, I gotta get used to Spider-Man, I guess, having an underground subway lair, sort of thing.
I have one.
That's sweet. So the Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
And Batman.
It's not an underground subway lair.
It's a cave, dude.
It's a cave.
It was in The Dark Knight Rises.
Duh. Except for really, really lame when they made you think it was gonna be really good from The Dark Knight.
Yeah, it was a good game.
No,
Sorry.
it was an upgrade. He had a
was the
bridge that
cave
came
really
out of the
good
water.
in The Dark Knight?
It's okay.
It was a long white concrete.
No, sorry, they did Batman Begins when they were
Yes.
like, we're gonna make some changes.
Yeah.
So
What's up, Ben? You want?
no, we're not gonna acknowledge him because he's mean to me. I'm just kidding.
Hi, Alan.
Okay.
Is this a podcast?
I love it.
Can't even focus.
Oh no, the video's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Somebody just mooned the camera.
Wow.
It wasn't Alan.
It wasn't you, Ali. You were facing the front.
Where's the camera?
Right there.
Oh shit! It can see me.
Yes. Okay. All right. So, I forgot what I was even talking about now.
Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. I haven't even talked about what the whole point of Minute Up is. Well, they're trying to launch a bunch of stuff, and some of these stuff is solo villain movies. Like, there's going to be a Venom movie, which I think Venom will be able to stand on its own, just because it's Venom.
Are they gonna do the? I hope they do the real story behind how Venom got here.
Well, the problem is we're doing the Ultimate Universe, and in the Ultimate Universe, the Venom symbiote was created at
And
Oscorp,
Oscorp. Oh, well, see,
which is 100% of how that's going to be, because we're focusing on Oscorp. That's what they're doing.
Is there gonna be a Carnage? I would love a Carnage.
I don't know if it's going to be a Carnage.
God, I would love a
I mean,
Carnage.
fingers crossed.
Oh.
I mean, if you're doing Venom
Let's
solo
screw it up.
movies, if you're doing Venom solo movies, I don't see why Carnage.
Why would you say they're gonna screw it up now?
Carnage is one of those characters.
There's two versions.
No, there's Ultimate Carnage.
Yes, the Ultimate and then the normal version of Carnage. It depends on which way they go.
Yeah.
I don't know what the ultimate version of Carnage.
I know the normal one was a
It's-
serial killer. He got
Yeah. He was vicious.
Is it still
brutal.
Cletus
Yeah.
Gatsby?
And that's why I was like,
Peter Parker was
PG-13,
Carnage.
and they gotta.
Bad Carnage too.
I really want to get all of those old Spider-Man cartoons on DVD. That's what I need.
They're all on Netflix. Check them out.
Oh,
Are they?
okay,
I mean,
yeah.
that's fine.
Okay, but
Already
also
paid for it.
they've also announced Sinister Six movie by itself, which
Quit giving spirit fingers.
I know, which is it's risky, and I like it because it's going to be a movie all about villains, which is really it's essentially the Avengers of bad guys.
And who are they fighting?
Are they gonna themselves? Like, what's gonna be there? What I think would be cool is if Spider-Man was still a part of it, but he wasn't the focus.
Yeah. You saw it from the other side for one.
Yeah. Well, but I don't even think it's
I don't
gonna
think that
go.
would work that well.
I don't think it's even gonna go that route though. I think it's gonna be about them fighting each other.
And then at the end,
They come together, like, and form the Sinister Six, and then the next Spider-Man movie is him fighting the Sinister Six.
Okay.
That's the route I think.
Okay. That would make more sense.
But can that movie stand on its own?
Sure.
I think it could if it was leading into that. If it was leading into that. If it was just going off, into separate villain movies. I'm not about a villain movie.
Well, I was just thinking
Sorry.
sorry. I was just thinking about how it could work. Like, I was processing it as you were talking about it, and it, like in a superhero movie, the superhero is like, oh, they're gonna do this, and then he shows up at that opportune time,
Right.
and you don't see all the plan the bad guys did to get there. So now we're gonna get to see like them breaking into the bank or whatever, and then all of a sudden Spider-Man swinging through a window and throwing a wrench in their plans, or where in a superhero movie, Spider-Man would be trying to do something to save somebody, and then just a random villain would come out of nowhere and throw a wrench in his plans. We're going to see that other side to it. It's going to be, it's going to be kind of weird to accept it, but I think
As long as they
it'll
don't
be good to
glorify the
watch.
villains.
Yeah, as long as they don't make them.
I don't think they will. They can't glorify them.
Yeah.
They just need to show us who they are and how they became a team.
And
Well,
not
even-
make them like hostile.
You don't want to make the audience sympathize with them. I mean,
Why
that's
not?
because by doing that, I don't know. I mean,
Why not? Because now when you have your Sinister Six movie and Spider-Man hates them, you as an audience member are thinking, well, wait a minute, we saw this, this, and this.
Yeah.
So Spider-Man,
Doesn't-
you're conflicted with the way Spider-Man's essentially hatred for him. I think it's incredible storytelling. If
Well,
you do
yeah.
it right, you sympathize with villains. Imagine all the movies that you watch where you sympathize with villains and how good they were. You can't.
Because of what they were trying to do was actually good. They just want a really bad way of making it happen.
well, yeah, like Zod.
Right, like that. One of the best things about Man of Steel was Zod.
Yeah.
You can sympathize with Zod because it's what,
He's trying
was
to save
trained-
his race.
Well, he was trained to do that from
Right.
day one.
and even though he's completely wrong, to our point of view, he's wrong. I mean, would the Kryptonian race think he's wrong, or would they want him to continue?
Here's a perfect example. Was it Action Comics or Superman when they did the New 52 where he was fighting that lizard creature in Russia?
Yeah,
And it was all it wanted to do was go home because the Russians brought it there.
yeah.
And it was like, I just want to go home. And Superman was getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
But he wanted to keep it there because it killed a whole group of people. He was like, no, you have to stand trial. He's like, I don't give a crap about your trial. What are you going to do to me? You can't even beat me. Let me go home. And he just wanted to keep him there, You sympathize with him.
What you're talking about?
It was an actual
It's
comic.
Swamp Thing?
It's a
No.
comic book. It's some dude the Russians brought. Like they were trying to make their own Superman essentially, and they found it in another dimension. And they brought him here. He freaked out and know where he was, started killing people because he was scared shitless. And so he was killing people, and his only goal right then with the destruction he was having in that lab was to get the portal to work again. And Superman shows up, he gets the portal to work again, and Superman's like, no, you have to stay here, and it like receives as
Put you on trial. Like, what are you going to do?
Why
I don't care.
I just want to leave.
Exactly.
Okay.
And,
Well,
and at the end of it, legitimately Superman had that conflict in his head, like, well, I shouldn't have let him go. Well, maybe I should let him go. Like, it's not his fault. Yeah,
But they brought him here.
but and that's how you
They
would feel.
kidnapped him.
And now you see that Superman learned from that. Also, in this side note, in the comics for Superman, he's trying to save more animals than he is trying to kill them.
Yep.
So you can see the character development as to why it is really, really good storytelling, and it could go really well as long as they just
But also
do it right.
really bad.
yeah,
Hashtag
Could
all the
be.
Batman movies.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry.
I've always been a huge fan of Spider-Man. For me, that's the one cartoon that I was allowed to watch as a kid.
Well, like imagine
So
if you watch The Dark Knight over again, but completely from the Joker's perspective.
That would be.
How good would that be?
Oh,
yeah,
oh. Because you would go in there, you wouldn't be able to sympathize with him.
Yeah,
But you would know.
you could sympathize if they went to his backstory into why he's like that.
Yeah.
Because then, if you go into that whole backstory, there's no
Why?
time.
Why is he about chaos? Why is he trying to destroy everything? Because maybe everything was destroyed for him.
Speaking of which, the Villains Month Joker comic did not really explain that too well.
No, and it was I don't
I don't know
see
why
how
you.
that's canon. So,
Really get off track.
I know.
I like it.
So works. But Sinister Six and Venom, I think will be fine, as long as it's not the guy from that Southern show. Topher Grace. You can't say anything. Topher Grace sucked in Spider-Man 3.
He did fine. It was a horrible fucking script.
Ugh.
He wasn't supposed to be in the damn movie.
Hey, sit in that chair.
Right, well,
Sorry.
wait, Hyde? Didn't Hyde play?
No, it's Topher Grace.
Topher Grace.
Who's that?
Eric.
Eric.
The
Yeah.
small
Eric played.
Yeah.
Eric played
I think
Eddie
I've seen
Brock.
that movie once.
Yeah, good man. Sorry.
Yeah, that movie did suck.
All right, so last bit of news: Amelia Clarke has been cast in the Terminator reboot as Sarah Connor. That's Khaleesi from Game of Thrones.
We all have nerd boners.
I mean, everybody.
Get gold dumped on her brother's head.
And you know she's
That's hot.
she's originally a brunette, so it works. She dyes her hair for the Game of Thrones.
I know that's gonna be weird to see.
Either will look good.
I don't think we talked about the Terminator reboot at all. I don't think we even talked about
No.
the fact that they're rebooting Terminator.
I had no clue until we mentioned it before we started. That is amazing.
Well, I think they're going to Star Trek it, right? Like, they're going to go back even further in the past and be like, okay, we're going to change everything here. But is it going to be... I haven't read much about it. Like, I don't know if it's going to be like a period piece. Like, are we going to go back and go back to, like, the early 80s?
Is it a reboot, or is it the machine sending another robot even farther back in time again?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But John Connor's being cast also. I don't know if it's a young John Connor or if it's going to be like John Connor in the future.
Fetus John Connor?
This is where I always thought that the term...
Can we have your ultrasounds?
This is where I always thought the Terminator movies like. I'm about to get really time traveling on people. Is that they didn't show enough of the future, and the continuity for the future wasn't always there. Like I feel like half the movie should take place in the future. Like this is how I think this Terminator movie should be. I honestly think it should be a full reboot. I think the movie should start with whatever, because all we hear is about what Kyle Reese says about what's happening. I think the movie needs to open up John Connor, Kyle Reese leading the war on the facility. Because if you watch the first Terminator, Kyle Reese specifically states we had already won. We had beaten the machines. Like, they had just beaten the machines. And in a last-ditch effort, they send the first Terminator back in time. And it's the one that goes after John Connor.
Okay.
So you need to have...
Well, actually, in the first movie, it goes after Sarah.
Yes, Sarah Connor. And that's what
To keep him from being born.
Right. That's what you need to have. Like, the movie needs to start with that battle. And we need to see the future. Because now you can do it. In today's graphics and stuff, you need to have... And you need to establish John and Kyle's relationship. You need to show that they're super tight. And you need to get there, and then they're trying to stop the Terminator from going back in time, and they can't. And he's like, Kyle, I have to ask you to make the ultimate sacrifice. I have to ask you to go back in time and save my mother. And see, the problem that we have is we don't know what happens at time travel facility. Why don't they just keep sending Terminators back, keep sending them back, keep sending them back? They need to establish that is the only time travel facility that the robots have. And once it's destroyed, he's like, Kyle, I'm going to blow this place up. They've sent the Terminator back. I need you to go back and stop it and save my mother. I need you to save me.
How does John Connor know Kyle is his father?
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Then how does he know to send Kyle back?
Well, he doesn't. He just sends one of his troops back.
Yeah.
So
then by doing that, well, I don't know.
So, but it's never really established, because I think he does know that Kyle Reese is his father, because in the first Terminator movies, before he even goes, John, a long time ago, gives Kyle a picture of Sarah, and he has it.
Right.
So it's almost like he does know, but can't tell him.
Yeah, so
Because
I feel like that whole future block would take away. I don't know.
You just have to establish. That's the problem. Is none of that stuff was established, and we kept making sequels without
establishing
that information in it. Yeah. So we need to go, because they said it's a trilogy. They said they're rebooting with a trilogy.
Well, that'd be good.
Yes. So they need to establish their time. I argue with Heather about this all the time in the book she's reading. You need to have time travel. Like,
guidelines.
Time travel is always different, but for your story, you need to say what the rules are, and you need to establish if John knows that Kyle is his father. I think it'd be much better if John doesn't know that Kyle is his father. I think that's a better thing. That he's just sending back his
and
second.
that's why they're so tight.
Yeah,
but
he just needs to send back, and why his mom's so tight. Oh, his second.
I didn't know I was high five. I was like, oh, I get it.
And he needs to send back his second.
then if John didn't know that Kyle was his father to send back,
of course he would do it, because the father loves his son.
Well, so does his son.
See, Kyle knows, but John doesn't know.
No, Kyle doesn't know either. That's the whole point. That's how I think it needs to be. Is that Kyle is just his second in command, and they're super tight, and he's just like,
look, I gotta stay here. And
if Kyle doesn't know, okay, but John has to know. John has to know that that's his father because
then he has to
his
send him
mother
back so that he's
told
born.
him.
Send him back so I'm born.
That is the only way that Kyle would be sent back. If Kyle was not sent back, John Connor never would have happened.
Right, but you don't necessarily have to know that Kyle, like he could come to that realization when they're in the facility, like, and he's like, oh damn, I'm about to send Kyle back. He's my dad.
So what makes him send him back though is the bigger thing. Like that, he could have sent anybody back other than Kyle. Kyle really didn't seem like the best.
The straw, but the fact that in that timeline, that particular series of events happened, they have to protect and make sure those keep happening. So
so even if he goes back and the only thing he does is save Sarah from being killed and her get pregnant with John,
he has to make sure Kyle specifically.
When the future comes back around to that time point, it's got to happen again.
You can't send
so that
Billy
you can
back.
fix it.
Yeah, you can't
switch it up because I won't be born.
You can't send Billy Bob Thornton.
Well, there's got to be a set story too, because in the first one it was simply to save Sarah. That's it. The future's still going to happen. It's to save Sarah. Terminator 2
was to save John.
It's to stop the future from happening.
Yeah.
You are protecting John,
because
but now instead of just saving Sarah and making sure John's born, you're also trying to change.
You're trying to stop Judgment Day.
Yeah,
but all you did in 2 was postpone it.
Yes.
Well, because 2 they were going to the facility to get the arm from the first movie, and wasn't it the chip? The chip. So they can destroy everything, but it ended up still being created later.
So
I love those movies.
We watched T2 last night or the other night, and it still holds up, man.
That's one of those movies.
I remember. I think we talked about it. I was like, dude, I gotta watch them all again.
It was great because I bought for myself. I bought for myself the Terminator trilogy, or not the Terminator trilogy, the Terminator duology.
Zoology?
Yeah. Did I say zoology?
Yeah, you did. He said zoology.
No, he said it, and you were messing with your phone, and you agreed because you were distracted.
Hey, buddy. Oh, I haven't seen Dave in a while.
Had it himself on camera.
Yes, I loved it.
His ass was on camera earlier.
You better not edit that out.
He can't.
Put a troll face on it.
You should have been here on time if you want to be on the show, is all I'm saying. But, okay. All right.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's it.
That's the show, folks.
Right, rambling.
Let's end it on a high note, man. This is the last show of the year.
High note? Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me go to the truck.
No. Oh my God. Edit that part out. We don't condone drugs here on Nerd the Apocalypse.
I'm just going to go upstairs.
Alright, do we have any, does anybody have any, like, nerdy resolutions, or what are you looking forward to the most?
I want to be able to play my Xbox One. That's what I want to be able to do.
What are we looking forward to the most in 2014? For me, for movies, it's, I don't know, man. Days of Future Past or Cap? Like, I don't know.
Dude, there's so many movies coming out this year. It's really hard.
Here's the thing, man. If you had to not watch one, watch Days of Future Past or Captain America.
Oh, Captain America. I don't like the action movies.
I wouldn't watch Captain America. I'd have to watch
I'm
Days
with
of Future Past.
I'm with Showtime. I think I'd rather watch Cap than Days of Future Past.
Oh, that's what you asked?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd rather watch Cap, yeah.
I would rather see Days of Future Past because they're finally putting Sentinels in. And I'm a huge Captain America fan, and the Winter Soldier, I love him, but...
Do we get to watch in the Marvel Universe? Like, rank it or download it?
No.
Oh, never?
Never.
Yeah, Captain America. I don't like action movies either.
Okay.
Well, that's
I'm more invested in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Any resolutions you have besides watching your Xbox One?
He's just going to watch his Xbox?
What is it?
Well, should we tell them we're going to Heroes?
Yeah, we can say we're going to Heroes.
Well, we are going to Heroes, and we're going to try and do Dragon Con as well. And I want to put together a Nova costume, so I have to get in shape for that. I'm pretty excited because I've only seen like 2 other people do Nova. One of them was just showing it off, and he wasn't even at a convention. The other one was actually a cosplay model, and his was badass. But I want to rival that.
Does anybody go to any of these cons as the Tick?
No. I'm sure the Tick has been at cons, but at Heroes Con, I've been twice, never seen a Tick.
That's a great idea.
But he has seen the dick on it.
Oh, yeah, on Aquaman.
Oh.
I saw a big old
Really?
Yeah, he's just walking around.
He didn't wear,
He was,
Spandex
belt.
or
was-
spandex at all.
and he was
Spandex,
acting
no Spanx,
so
no nothing.
hard. Walking around as Aquaman with his stat, and I was like, dude.
Like he was rock hard.
No.
He thought
He was hard.
Oh
thought
no.
he was
Oh, I thought you were talking about like he was
No.
hard. I was
He-
like, wow. he's
No
walking
homo
around-
though. He's kind of impressive.
Really?
It was kind of big, and I was like, holy crap. Well,
Maybe that's why I didn't wear Dancer's belt.
yeah, because he knew.
Well, no, the
what's
biggest
funny
thing is that children walked around
Yeah.
with a Dancer's belt on.
Well, it's funny is the first year we went, we sat in on the cosplay panel,
Yeah.
and that was one of the things they said. Always wear a dancer's belt. Always wear spandex or something to keep it in. And when guys take pictures with kids, always take a knee. Because most kids are waist height,
Oh yeah.
and it looks like they're like blowing you. I was like,
I
wow.
actually took
So
that.
obviously he missed that panel.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, Showtime was at the first, but he was at the second one we went to,
Assignment.
and I told him that, and he did it. He told
Well,
me.
actually, he told me that before I went to the Denver Comic
Yeah.
Convention in Colorado.
Yeah.
And which was awesome. I really want to go again.
I thought you hated Colorado.
I like the Denver Comic Convention.
Oh, okay.
Jake Colorado like the
Can we just group it together that like you just like comic conventions, and
That's-
Denver was a really good one?
Yeah, it was a
Oh,
really,
yeah.
Why don't
really
you
good
become
one.
a cosplayer, dude? Just
He,
do it.
he
I
pretty
would
much
love-
is.
yeah.
Like, I mean,
Like there's tons
what-
of people
how is
that
he
freaking
not
do
a
it and get
cosplayer?
paid.
Well,
No, I
you
mean
know,
like get paid
get
for it.
paid for
I'm
it.
not. I am ridiculously good looking, but I'm not
Well, I'll
that
give you that.
ridiculously
He
good
had
looking.
a lot of crafting involved.
yeah.
I mean,
Crafting
get
what?
crafty.
Well, I
Crafting
do have
costume.
an uncle here that are really good at doing that kind of stuff, and that's who I'm going to talk to do it because one of them has
Green
like
Lantern,
the
right?
models and stuff like that. Like you put the headpiece on, you can craft it. And the molds, that's what they're called.
Yeah.
And then NotA works for one of the South Carolina play groups, and she said she already agreed to do all the crafting. I just had to get the material and tell her what I wanted to look like, and she'll help me out with it. The other one also agreed. He's also an electrician, so he has like LED lights stuff like that. So I've got a light up chest basically that's put together.
Well, you need to get Ethan Hunt. He can probably help you with the mask.
I'll do those.
You don't know Ethan Hunt? Tom Cruise, man.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Why does that sound familiar?
No?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Too far. Stretch.
My
How's that
What's
stretch making the masks?
What's your new?
no, I'm not talking.
No.
Steve, you got
Sorry. My New Year's resolution is to actually get my comics organized and stay organized.
Yeah, I would like for you to do that.
But-
So that the next time we got to pull comics for a
Oh
comic book
my
convention,
god!
I'm not digging through every box for you because you don't know where shit
All
is.
you had to do was do it the day before. That's all you had to do, Steve. That's it.
We're trying to leave, and he's like, "Oh, hold on, guys. I need like 500 comics to go with me." Hey, Matt, can you help me? Because I don't know where they're at.
Are you done? Is everybody done? No, we're not done.
We're finishing.
We're
just about done.
We're almost there. A little closer.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so that's my goal. My dad for Christmas got me these comic book box drawers, where it's essentially comic book boxes where you can pull them out.
I know what a drawer is.
Yes.
Thanks
You know
for the
what a drawer is?
explanation.
I need it one more time.
The problem is they're
You put them in this thing, and
there's
Well, does it look like a comic book box?
yes, it's cool because it looks
And it
like
slides out like a drawer?
Yeah.
that's a comic book
Legit.
box drawer.
Oh, that's a genius name.
Why did
That's not fair. I'm not hosting anymore because now I take a little Trex where everybody makes fun of me too. I like it better when I'm making fun of Trex, not when I'm the one being made fun of.
Exactly.
Well, I love it.
But just so get them organized so I don't hear your mouse. We also are, and I've talked to Showtime about this, and also Shadow. I've explained to them both that there will be no set, quote unquote, bitches that carry stuff around.
I'm done.
We're gonna have a day for signing comics and buying stuff, a day for cosplay, and a day to do whatever you want. And the cosplay day, no one's bringing backpacks.
Oh, well, actually, I was just thinking I'm just going to get a bag and just wear it with me because I don't know why I didn't think last time.
Oh yeah, God, that's what you got. That's what we got.
Say what's
Great.
up.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to get a drawstring bag and
Okay.
wear like a backpack. And I don't know why I didn't think about this. Just because I'm wearing spandex doesn't mean I can't take my backpack off. I don't know if that's like a common like wall for cosplayers, people who wear costumes to these things, but
It was for me for some reason. I don't know why at all.
Yeah, Matt didn't know why either.
I didn't know I ain't carrying all y'all shit again.
Oh, you will. I mean, sorry.
I'm definitely not going there.
You don't want to know where I put my car keys and I would never come to convention.
I know. Oh dear. Okay, that's gross. Well, okay, we'll let Trex talk. Do you have any New Year's resolutions, buddy?
You don't have to be on the camera.
Yeah, back up.
That's right.
Damn.
Here, I'll do the mouth for you. Go.
Wow. It's not gonna.
Damn.
You're being really weird right now.
And,
New Year's resolutions probably organize my comics as well, so I can get them out of Steven's place.
Yes, they're here.
Maybe your comic book box drawer could help me out.
I'm gonna have an extra comic book box.
I definitely think for my New Year's resolution is probably, for at least from my side, be more prominent in esports. For tournaments, casting, maybe participating if I'm actually good enough and I have Showtime with me.
That's you.
But for my nerdy brothers here, making sure I help you guys produce better product for next year.
Thank you.
More equipment.
That sounds good. I like that idea.
Yeah. Especially for when we go to conventions, making sure I can have.
Considering that pretty much every video we did last year was almost worthless.
Only two of them. Only
Right.
two of them were bad, and they were the two most important ones
Yes.
too. So I'm really butthurt about that.
Okay.
But other than that, just making sure I have fun with you guys and continue to have fun.
Word. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try working out a little more too.
yeah, I'm taking
Yeah, okay.
I'm taking Stevie B to the gym.
Well,
So-
the apartment complex that we're all moving into has a 24-hour gym, and I'm willing to hit it. We'll see what happens.
I
You're
just
gonna
want,
hit it? Don't do that. Just work out in it.
Oh right, sorry. Wow. Okay.
I just want to get myself and my family to a place to where I can do the things I like to do, like this, where
Yeah, I like it when you come to podcast.
like when my life isn't so hectic.
I like when you breathe.
And,
But that's life, man.
I mean, mostly my New Year's resolution stuff is all for my family. I want to get my family where I think they need to be, and then after that, I will focus on my Xbox One and everything else. So
Priorities fucked up.
That you're
Xbox.
yeah no.
I'm
That's not where it should be.
just kidding.
Podcast, Xbox, family.
yeah, see, it's like family.
It's the complete opposite.
I'll say podcast, and then I'll say my Xbox. I mean, I feel like I paid $500 for an awesome, amazing machine that I played for like
Oh,
a
can I
couple
talk
of
about
hours,
that real quick?
and now I,
Paperweight.
I need to talk about
and
this.
now I
I'll
put
do
it
it
back
first.
in the box so that it
No,
doesn't get messed up.
I'm talking about it, and you can talk about it.
What?
I have to say this, and you're gonna hate me for what I'm about to say. You really are. I won a PS4 at work, sort of.
You didn't win shit. You went and chased down an old man.
I did. I paid some guy. So I have had some time with the PS4. Can I help you with something, sweetheart?
Go ahead. You talk about
I have had some time with the PS4 along with the Xbox One, and I do have to say this: that the out-of-the-box experience of PS4 is better.
All you've done is charge your phone on it.
No,
I'm not mad at it.
and I'm only saying this because what came with the PS4 is more. And there's 3 free-to-play games on the PS4, so it essentially
comes with a game. You know what I'm saying? Like you get three games with the PS4. Right. And also in the box is a free month of PSN, a free month of their music stuff, which whatever, and $10 to use in the market.
Okay.
So the system, I still go by the fact that the gameplay and stuff, there's not much difference. It still looks the same graphically. But when you buy a PS4, it is $100 less. But you get to connect with the Xbox One. But there's more you can do. You get a free, you can download Resogun for free if you have a PlayStation Network account. So you get Resogun for free. You get 3. There's a first-person shooter, a third-person shooter ninja game, and then DC Universe Online. So you can play all those right off the bat with nothing. With Xbox One, the only free-to-play game they have on there
is Killer Instinct. You get to play with one character.
Yeah, you have to buy everybody else.
Yeah, so
You can buy the whole game and
I s-
everybody for like $40.
I still think
Not
the
happening.
right, exactly. I still think the Xbox One is clearly a better system. It does more with the TV and things like that, and it plays games plus does.
Oh, you're just talking right out of the box.
Yeah, I meant like the initial purchase. The initial purchase of PS4, you just get more with it.
What have I always said?
What have you always said?
The Xbox One is a amazing entertainment system, where the PS4 is just a gaming
It's
system.
an amazing gaming
We never
Yeah.
disagreed with you, but he's had some time with it, and he's got a lot to say. So
Go
let's
for it.
hear what you have to say. Showtime,
I've
go.
never.
It charges your phone.
Yeah. Basically, all I've seen to do is charge your phone. We actually played that with a Blacklight or something. Like
Blacklight, I
that?
think.
Yeah.
Blacklight Retribution.
Yeah, and I mean, it's basically a free Call of Duty. It's just, I don't like the PSN's network connection. I don't think it's near as stable as the Xbox One's.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
I was lagging.
That's always been
And
an
I
issue.
played on different, I played on
That's
different
why they got
interconnections.
hacked
It's
2 years ago.
always laggy. Always, and I hate it. Like, you
I was
had the
watching.
worst one.
Yeah.
Actually, he had just turned a corner, looked at a guy, they both looked at each other, didn't even see a bullet shoot, and the guy that he was looking at killed him. And I was like, how did that even happen? He didn't even have time to like do the animation to where he would fall down. It was just like, oh, he's dead.
And then I turned the corner, and there were guys running by. I pulled the trigger, and he was like, double kill, headshot. And I was like, there was nobody there. But I pulled the trigger anyway,
Yeah.
and it killed him. And it was bad. But I have played that game with no problems. It is sometimes. And I will say this about Xbox Live. And when Christmas hit, the PlayStation Network went down.
And the Nintendo
the network went down. Steam went down.
Yep.
Xbox Live, the only thing that stayed up.
Xbox, and they said that they had high traffic.
They were dealing with the fluctuation of everybody getting the systems for Christmas.
Yeah.
So there's something to be
That's the
said.
difference in dedicated servers and stuff like that for games and updates and whatnot.
And
Because
why you
Microsoft
pay-
said that. Why you pay.
And
You
why
get what
you
you pay
pay.
for.
Right.
But Microsoft said that we have dedicated servers for everything. For everything.
So
So
I just wanted to say that because we have been accosted for being Microsoft fanboy heavy, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with the PlayStation 4 besides the lag. I got it. And you do get more out of the box. You get more money to spend. You get the PSN, which comes with free games. Now, I think if you own a Sony system, and I don't know why I just recently came to this realization, that it's stupid for you not to have a PlayStation Network account because the amount of games they give you for free is ridiculous. It's not first-party titles that came out when the system first launched, like you're getting with Microsoft. It's
New title.
it's like Infamous 2 and there's just I don't know. There's been a bunch of stuff, and they like Kotaku posted like this thing of all the games they're giving out for free, and the only stipulation is you have to have a PlayStation Network account. And if you get off PlayStation Network, you lose the game for being free. And it was this whole page of like it was like 60 games, and they were incredible games, like games that you would buy in the store. You have to wait a few months to get them for free, but it's just a great deal, I think. And that fact, and that's probably the reason why Microsoft started giving games for free, is because it's hard to compare to that. So, although Microsoft is giving away The Wolf Among Us for free right now, which is
on the 360.
so. I
The
think
last game was something stupid.
Yeah.
I shoot robots or something.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm good.
But yeah, so
Minecraft rules.
wow. So I just wanted to bring that up because, like I said, we have been accosted before, like saying that we're Microsoft heavy, and we are still Microsoft heavy. I can't,
Yes.
but
Especially me.
but the PS4 is in no way, shape, or form bad. It's a better system out of the box. You get more with it
For gaming.
It's a great phone charger.
at a cheaper. Yeah, it is a great. It really is. I was impressed by how fast my iPhone dropped. And it, I really was. I was like, wow, 40% already. Holy crap.
It has a different charge output than the wall.
I guess. I don't know. I think
Or have you been
it's,
charging it out of your computer?
no, I think it's their USB 3.0 ports, aren't they, on the PS4?
Mhm.
So I
got
think
3 O's, okay.
so I think that's why it charges a lot faster. So I mean, and again, I haven't tried charging my phone on the Xbox One because just because USB ports are in weird places, they're not up front.
Oh, there is one. Did you see it?
They're
It's
off
on
to
the side. Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Off to the side, but the PS4's right in front. Just so I don't know. I like the PS4. I like to play it.
That sucks. I didn't realize that.
The controller.
I played wired controllers. Do they have wired controllers for the Xbox One?
No, they don't have wired controls for either one.
GameStop will eventually have one,
But
not
I will say that the PS4 controller is really long. It's a lot.
It's wide.
It's because of that sensor.
I was play Call of Duty on the computer.
I was like, what is this?
Oh, and one thing, I didn't mess around with it. But say you are in the same room with someone who's like sleeping or something like that, and you want to play a game.
Oh yeah.
I hope you don't. I hope they don't plan on sleeping much longer because that freaking controller is loud and there's no volume button on it.
PlayStation controller?
Yeah, because there's a speaker on it, and some of the games will talk through it, which is really cool. But he was. What were you playing?
I was playing that basically the rip-off of Geometry Wars that PS4 released.
And no, the other one though, the one with a ninja.
Oh, with the ninjas, yeah.
Yeah, and I was
or something like that.
Yeah, and I was watching Blacklist. I was trying to catch up on Blacklist.
And over there like.
And so we got the TV down. It's like, don't forget to go to the checkpoint. And I was like, wow, dude. And then Steve was like looking for Showtime's looking for a volume control. There's not one. Now there might be one on the system to turn it off or turn it down.
That's what I was thinking.
We didn't go look.
It's got to be in the settings somewhere.
Yeah, because
that is insane.
It was really loud, dude. It was like obnoxiously loud. Like, and I can see though, if you're in a room alone playing, that is a really cool feature.
The Wii controllers do it too. Well, I mean,
They're not loud.
They're not like the voice, like the chick was talking through the controller, and it was really loud and obnoxious.
Hear that. It just made me not want one even more.
Sorry. I think it's a really cool feature that there should be a switch on the controller just for you to go blink, not go into the settings of the system.
Why does my controller have to talk to me when more than likely most of these people have $100 or more surround systems?
Because it's cool.
Now here's
Or
another thing.
gaming headsets where you're not even going to hear the remote.
That sensor, the strip, the thing that you swipe up and down, all that stuff for the different games. Was that supposed to be a screen, or was it just supposed to be a swipe thing?
It's just supposed to be a sensor.
Yeah,
It's a laser
it's a
sensor.
touchpad.
Okay,
Where's the controller?
It's right.
No, it's not.
No, it's over there.
I'm
I don't know. Don't worry about it.
I haven't seen the PS4 controller
You
yet.
can play
up
around
close. No, I don't want
kidding.
All right, so on that. PS4 not bad. Go. All right, so
You're
this
the one
is.
closing it out.
You're right. I'm closing out. My bad. So this is Stevie B
Showtime.
Preach.
Peanut.
Drifter.
and
Interaction.
all right, and this is Nerds Apocalypse. Out to the peace sign.
Or Hugh Jackman.
Hell
I don't know, man.
yeah.
I just don't want Wolverine to be in every X-Men movie because that makes me feel like you think an X-Men movie is not going to work without Wolverine in it, and that's false. First Class worked. I mean, it had a Wolverine in it. It's like you had to
Wait. Was Wolverine in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, exactly. So they feel like Wolverine has to be in the movie for it to work.
But did it work?
Oh my god.
Now here's the test. If they can throw Hugh Jackman in those was it yellow and blue or yellow and brown, whichever one you want to go with, put them into like the spandex and see if like the people still watch it.
Well, there was actually a
I'd
clip.
watch that.
I bet you would.
Well, we got one.
There's actually a deleted scene from the last Wolverine movie, The Wolverine, where they gift him at the very end of the movie when they're on the plane. She's like, "Here's a gift," and he opens it up, and it's his classic yellow costume, like his original Wolverine costume. But for some reason, that got pulled out of the movie, which I don't understand, dude. That just like wrecks me that got pulled out of the movie. And the only reason why I could think got pulled out of the movie was because of Days of Future Past. Because in the future they're fighting, they're all suited up and he sort of has like a black yellowish costume in the trailer, but it's not the same. So I think they were like, we got to pull this from the movie because he's not going to be wearing this in First Class.
Right.
Which is a bummer, but whatever. So we're all hyped for an Apocalypse movie, I guess, right?
Very much so.
I just like the. What about you, Heather? You excited for Apocalypse?
With Hugh Jackman?
In his yellow spandex.
Well, he'll probably be in there. I don't know if he'll be in yellow spandex. It's all gonna depend on how Days of Future Past ends because we don't know what's gonna happen there. We don't know. We don't know what the outcome of that movie is gonna be. Like that's the biggest thing is where does the X-Men movieverse end up?
With Marty McFly.
Oh God. I'd have a nerdgasm in the theater. Be like skeet. People, it'd have been bad. It'd have been good.
And then you would argue the continuity.
Yes.